Alright, so here we are, blockpalettes.com. Y'all know the drill, okay? Let's hit it. Drum roll, ba-da-da-da-dum. Page 951. And then we're gonna go to palette number 4. Why is this one light and this one dark? That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. Okay. Page 951. Let's get there. Awesome. Page 951. Again, I always gotta prove it. 951. Look at that. It's beautiful. We're gonna go to palette number 4. 1, 2, 3. Say it with me. 4. Beautiful. This has an raw iron block. I cannot say that. I'm gonna struggle with that this entire time. Raw iron block. Okay. Interesting palette. I'm quite digging this. This is very interesting. Okay, let's do it. I'm not really even sure what to say about this build, so I'm gonna start talking and see what comes out. You know, good things to do in life, right? Always good to not have a plan. Anyways, but in all honesty, I really liked how this build turned out. Like, I like the colors, I like the style of it, like I feel like it's got good vibes. I could see myself honestly like making something like this in the future. Whether that be in a future build, like something similar to it, you know, or doing something brick by brick, like just copy and pasting this thing. Like I could totally see myself using this in a future build, you know. I just like it. I say you know a lot. Anyways. Not to toot my own horn, but I feel like this is just a solid build. It's just solid. It's like one of those builds where it's like, you know what, it's not gonna blow your mind. Sorry, I swear I can speak. It ain't gonna blow your mind. It ain't revolutionary, you know. There's probably 1,000 builds out there like this. Whatever, that's fine. But it's just solid. It's just a solid build. Of course, you know, there are a few things I think could be improved upon. First and foremost, I feel like it's a little small. If that's the right word. Things just kind of fit awkwardly together. Like those 2 windows up at the front. It's not quite enough room for both of them. So it's just a little weird how they fit. So it's like, okay, you know, if it was just a little bit longer, 2 or 3 blocks bigger, longer, wider, I don't know, whichever one it is, lengthier, then it'd be perfect, you know, things would be able to fit. Yeah, I do say you know a lot. Anyways, that's a side rant. But things would fit perfectly. But whatever, right? Whatever. It's what the build is right now, and I like it. It is what it is. And in the future, it's like, okay, I'll keep that in mind. Like, okay, next time I build something like this, I just need to make it a little longer to make it all fit so it's not weird and stuff like that. Anyways, whatever. Anyways, so overall, I really enjoyed this. It's just a great build. It's just a great solid build. What else do I say about it, right? So let's be honest, okay? You don't come to this series to sit around and be like, oh, let's listen to her talk about how great a building she is. Unless you do, then congrats for you, man. I think that's awesome. Sure, come listen to how great I think I am. I love it. Anyways, I swear, yeah, I'm awesome. Anyways. But this is the point of this series, why I made this series, why I hope you join in and hope you enjoy about this series, is that I want this series to be practical, right? I want this series where you and I together, we can grow as builders. I want to be able to share the things I'm learning as I'm taking these things and building, you know, trying different things, doing different palettes, all that different things. I want to be better, and I hope by sharing what I learn and sharing with you the tips I pick up along the way, I hope that you can become a better Minecraft builder as well, right? That is what I hope from this series. And so, I guess we'll kind of get into the tips of these things, right? Here is what I learned. Beautiful, what I learned today. Not today. I took it. Anyways, that doesn't matter. Whatever. So I'm going to tell you guys a secret, okay? gonna get real close to the mic here. No. I'm gonna tell you a secret. I love darker palettes. I'm pretty sure I've said this before. I love the dark palettes, right? If I'm in a survival world, there's like 3 things I need for sure. I need dark oak wood, spruce wood, and deep slate. Like, those are my jam. I will build anything and everything out of like those 3 things. And then anything dark. Like, I love the dark prismarine. Oh, beautiful block, right? Oh, and then the basalt. I do like the basalt. The basalt's awesome. Just darker palettes, chef's kiss, dude. Chef's kiss. And so, what I'm going to say next, okay, is going to be a little contradictory. Whatever that word. It's going to contradict itself. So when you go out and you're like, hey, I want to work on something, I want to be better at something, what you're going to hear is, everyone's going to say it. I've said it in the past. I believe this, right? I believe this, okay? If you want to get better at something, you have to get out of your comfort zone. If you stay in your comfort zone, you aren't going to grow, you aren't going to improve. Like, that's just a fact, my dudes. And like I said, I've said it before, I believe it 100%. If you want to get better at something, you got to get out of that comfort zone. But sometimes that leap out of the comfort zone, that's a big leap, my dudes. That's a big leap. And so sometimes it's nice to make that transition a little bit easier, right? So this building I got right here, it's got those city vibes. It's a little more modern. I like building castle-like things. I like building turrets. Specifically turrets in Minecraft. I don't know why. I love adding turrets to things. Those are essentially those little round corner things in castles that you see. That's the best way I can explain it. I love building that. I don't know why. That's like the one thing I always add to my buildings if I can. I'm like, let's add a turret. Anyways. So yeah, that's the kind of the building style I like. Kind of those more medieval castle vibes, villager vibes. That's what I like to build. So this Soul City modern, more modernish type thing, this ain't my vibe. This ain't my building style. And so this is kind of new for me. I'm like, what? What do you mean I can't add a turret to this? Are you serious? Anyways. And so this was a little out of my comfort zone, building this little block here, right? But what made it easier, what made me think, oh, I could totally build something like this, is I did have a little piece of my comfort zone with me. I had that darker palette. These are blocks I have used before. These are blocks that I have used often before. And so I know it works well with them. I know I can pick out certain different colors to make it pop, to make it just blend together, whatever the heck the words I'm trying to say are. But I had this darker color together and it made it work. And so that is what I'm trying to tell you. If you have just a little bit of that familiar thing with you that you can take as you jump out of the comfort zone, it's going to make it so much easier. It's going to help you grow your skills without making that huge leap. You aren't trying to do a new building style with a completely familiar palette. You aren't using a different palette with something you've never built before. You're just taking these little things that's kind of in your comfort zone and just helping you just push yourself a little bit along, right? You're trying something new with something familiar. So if you are struggling with new things, try doing that. Take something familiar with you and make that leap. Anyways, those are my thoughts. The end.